overstayed. I know what you're going through. I overstayed. I've had my dark times too. Nobody said the road would be easy, but I can assure you it won't be like.
How are y'all doing today? Welcome to another episode of On The Move Unscripted.
Yeah.
And you know we're unscripted, so don't come looking for perfection. Listen. I am so excited about today because on the Move Unscripted, we have a special guest, Adina Howard.
Yeah, she's announced.
Yes, and Adina Howard has been around since the 90s. Listen, Adina, I didn't do my research on you. I already met you.
Right.
Do you recognize this face?
Let me look up close because, I don't know, but I don't remember, but it's a pretty face. I can tell you that much.
I've been loving you since
I get a day.
1995.
Right.
And you probably don't remember me, right? I'm sorry, y'all. Listen.
She's a fan.
I'm a fan.
Thank you.
I met you at Embassy Suites. At the time, I was, I think you were probably doing something with the artist out of Ohio. What's his name? I wrote his name down. What is his name?
Ohio.
What was his name? Hold on, because I wrote his name down. Listen,
I know. Are you talking about Michael? Is it Michael Speaks? I don't think Michael Speaks.
In Cleveland, out of Cleveland, the group, Kenny, the one. You remember that? No, not Cats. Hold on, I wrote his name down.
Well, we'll get to it.
Well, anyway, you did a song with them. You did a song with him.
Okay, I did a song with them. Is it Playing Skills?
Huh?
Is it Playing Skills?
Crazy Bone.
Okay,
Playing in Skills.
Playing Skills. The song Freaks, me and Crazy Bone. Yeah, we were doing some features on their song. Yeah.
I feel like that's when I met you because you were probably doing some work with him because he used to love Embassy Suites. I don't know why. He would always be out there in Columbus, Ohio. And that's my hometown. So that's when I met you. I was actually working there as a bartender. Look how small the world is.
Very.
Hey, it's great
very small.
With us, though, to chop it up about this new debut song that you got out there, which is amazing. And it's inspirational. And we did get a chance. Well, Patricia did speak to you. Was on Urban Influences a few weeks ago back. And we definitely love to have you back on here to talk about this brand new journey that you're working with right now. So give us a little bit of information about this new song that you have, I Overstand, which is amazing.
I Overstand is based on my journey. It's we all go through something in life. We all have experienced some drama and trauma. And a lot of times when you're going through loss, depression, just life happening to you in real time, as I say, life is lifing. Life was lifing for me. The song was written a little over 20 years ago, and management had decided that he was going to put a compilation album together, and this was a song that I submitted. And so this song is basically when I was experiencing life in a way that didn't feel good. And we all can overstand when we have those seasons when life doesn't feel all that great. We have to go down in the valley and have our trials and tribulations in order to, grow through what we're going to go through and what we're going through in that moment. So this song is really about inspiring, encouraging, uplifting, and just really instilling resilience, being able to move forward in spite of, because at the end of the day, this too shall pass. Everything is temporary, whether it's a long temporary or a short temporary, it's temporary. And you just have to dig deep and go within yourself and know that this isn't the first thing that you've ever gone through. And it won't be the last thing that you go through. But the fact that you're able to move through it and get through it and get to the other side is the point. Like, just hang in there. Don't give up on yourself. Stay focused that there is light at the end of the tunnel, even though you may not see it, but it's there. And you just have to know that you're going to make it past this time in your life, this season, and you'll be able to reflect on it and say, okay, you know what, I didn't think I had the strength, I didn't think I had the resources, the know-how, etc., but I did, and I do, and here I am, I'm on the other side.
Right. That's amazing.
I think for people to really understand the essence of the song, they got to understand your journey. You understand what I'm saying? They have to understand
Absolutely.
all the hurdles that I know you went through in the industry. You know, Freak Like Me,
Yeah.
you know, and that whole I Want to Rock, you know, that whole album, everything was the beginning. But think about all the waves and things. Because what is this, like your fifth? You did like 5 albums or something like that?
I lost count.
Yeah.
But dealing with the industry, right? So if you don't mind, I always like to take our guests down memory lane because we want to start where you started at and what was some of the experiences that brought this song to life in your life, like, and explain to them how you progressed as an artist, how you went from Freak Like Me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, to be like, explain something to y'all. I done went through some stuff. I done came through some stuff, and I'm trying to bring y'all some stuff. Like, take us on that journey.
So, of course, you know, Freak Like Me came out in 95, and, you know, at the height of my career, being able to be the first solo female artist to become commercially successful with, you know, a very sexual image, especially in our, you know, community, you know, people of color, being a Black woman. And so, you know, it was a big to do, positively and negatively, just depending on what your perspective was, you know, at the time. And so being able to, you know, break through the barriers and kick the door open, you know, and I always love to reference, you know, Auntie Millie Jackson, because Millie, she, you know, she did that.
Right.
You know, I learned like a couple weeks ago that she did, you know, My Neck, My Back, which Kaya remade.
Wow.
Right. That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to know that she cracked the door open for me to be able to, you know, basically bust it open for the rest of us, was first of all a privilege to be able to, you know, pick up the mantle and say, you know, I got you. Here we go, you know, and make it commercially acceptable for women of color to be able to express themselves sexually without being shunned, so without being shamed, so to speak, as they say now. And so being able to really take the mantle and achieve a level of success that wasn't really heard of at the time, and to just ride this wave to the top, only to, you know, have it just level out. And it leveled out because I, you know, got beside myself. I got in my own way, you know, being young and ignorant, and saying things and doing things that were not acceptable. And when I look back on it, I was just doing too much, to be totally honest with you. And it caught up with me. One of the things I tell people all the time is the seed you sow will grow. You know, and that's why they say you reap what you sow.
Right.
Because when you sow the seed, at some point in time, you're going to have to go ahead and either pick those flowers or those weeds, whatever you chose to sow in that moment. And my fruit, you know, the seeds that I had sown had flourished, they grew, and abroad ended up picking up a whole lot of weeds. And you know, and so, you know, that downslope where people, you know, got blacklisted because of my mouth, and, you know, and so on, and really having to sit in proverbial timeout to think about what I did, what I said, how I did what I did, and so on and so forth, and just really having that space to just think about it. And nobody likes to be on punishment, right? And so when you're on punishment, your ego will get in the way and say, you know, start, you know, running its mouth and saying, no, you didn't deserve this, or why did they do this to me? You kind of have that victim mentality. But if you really just sit in your shit, then you recognize, well, you know what, I'm the reason for my season, nobody else. But in the process of going through that, you know, the loss of having that success taken away was very challenging. And I felt some kind of way about it. And in that process of feeling some kind of way about it, I went through a moment of not feeling so good, you know, just really questioning, you know, what am I going to do? Why am I still here? And, you know, having a brief moment, I mean, I say a brief moment of suicidal thoughts. And, you know, And running that through my head briefly and just having to think, thank God that, you know, the creator is my anchor, and I wasn't in a space where I could care less about what my mom was going to think and the impact that it would have on my siblings. And, you know, just again, riding that and just saying, okay, you know what? It's one for me. It's not that serious. I've gone through things that you know, I can get through this, and I'm going to get through this.
Right.
And I made it through it. But, you know, you have to go through things in order to be who God has called you to be. Because at the end of the day, when you're going through what you're going through and you're growing through what you're going through, it's not just for you. It is so that you can be a testimony, you can be relatable, that people can gravitate to you, and you can reach and teach another individual and say, look, I've been through it. If you're going through it, I'm an example. I'm a walking, living, breathing testimony that this too shall pass, and it's not going to last always. So just hang in there, dig deep, and know that you are created, you're built to go through these challenges and changes, and you're going to come out on the other side. And that was why the song existed, because basically once it was written, it was like, oh, I'm really talking to myself. You know, but at the end of the day, a lot, you know how when you give advice to other people, you start to say, oh shit, that was for me. You know, like I was talking to you, but that was, you know, that was for me too. And so it was a situation that it was written, but it was, you know, it was meant for everyone. It wasn't just for me and my story, because I'm not a unicorn. I'm really not a unicorn. We all go through something in life. It just so happens that I was gifted the platform to be able to share, you know, this sentiment with the world, the masses, you know, to say, okay, look, you know, even though you see me as Adina Howard, even though you may see Beyonce as Beyonce, you may see Taylor Swift as Taylor Swift, and so on and so forth. We eat, sleep, bleed, you know, and feel things like every other human being. We're not exempt.
Right.
And my song is the testimony. I have my battle scars. You know, I'm going through something right now, but at the end of the day, I'm still here, I'm still standing, and I'm going to make it through this no matter what, because I know that God put it in me to overcome this.
Right.
Let me tell you something, Miss Adina, right? Because I don't believe in no accidents, and I you know, I'm about statuses. I speak whatever God puts through me. You was chosen. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What you was as a young girl, when it was like freak like me, when we was all falling behind you, whatever, that was necessary, because you wasn't gonna break through without that. You needed that. But when God takes us through these wilderness experiences, which I done been through a whole bunch of them, right? We're learning because it's necessary for where He's taking us. See, you were supposed to be, you're the 7 mountains of influence. You were supposed to be here. Because there are a lot of people who, like you said, are suicidal. They're taking this entertainment thing to the head. You know what I'm saying? Or even life. They don't even know how to come through life. So they need you. That song is powerful.
It is.
Your testimony is even more powerful because of what you've come through. And the fact that you're able to say, listen, I didn't been there. I was that young girl, you know, dropping it like it's hot or whatever. And I ain't telling you not to drop it like it's hot. Just understand that when you drop it like it's hot, there's some consequences with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And absolutely. You gotta learn. I love it.
People have to understand that every action has a reaction. And everything that you do is going to generate some type of response in some way, shape, form, or fashion, good, bad, or indifferent. You know, it just depends on your perspective. And so just be mindful of what you do and how you do it, because what you do now is going to affect your future. Just like your past affects your present.
Right.
What you do in this moment is going to affect your future. So just always be mindful of the seeds that you sow. Always be mindful of how you treat people, how you talk to people. Because if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to someone else.
Please understand.
Because it's going to come back.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
So I'm curious. Tell us a moment when you had to overcome something and you had to put that music, I mean, a scenario that you don't mind sharing, where you had to put that to the test, where you had to really something.
Man, like what? I mean, life just throws so many things at you. What do I want to share? I'm just trying to think. Like, so let me just say this. Right now, I'm in a hospital. right? As someone who's significant in my life is going through it, right? And I'm having to be here in the midst of that. On this call right now, like I said, I'm sitting in the hospital. I didn't leave, early enough to be able to get to my room, to have this Zoom moment. And so even just right now, someone that is near and dear to me, um, almost didn't make it a week ago. They've been in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. And I'm the one that discovered them, going through something, a major health crisis. And I have to say, I when I went into prayer, I just said, Lord, I thank you. I thank you for choosing me, for finding me worthy to be the one to, be assigned this mission, this assignment. So thank you for giving me the strength, the courage, the wisdom, the fortitude to get through this. So like even right now in this moment, like I said, I'm sitting in a hospital waiting room because I couldn't get to my hotel room fast enough. So yeah, I'm here. And I'm just grateful that God saw me, deemed me worthy to be the one to make it happen.
Well, I just want to send prayers out to that significant one.
Right.
Thank you.
We're sending prayers of healing, of peace that surpasses all understanding to his family, friends, everybody. Just our prayers, because I understand. I'm a nurse by trade, so I know what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
And I thank you for still coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And still
Absolutely
being a part of this. Like, I appreciate that.
Like, let me say something. So one of the reasons, like my daddy tells us all the time, the beat goes on. The world does not stop because you're going through something. It's going to keep moving with or without you. And if you're still here in the presence of it all, you're going to have to find something within you to continue to move forward. Because again, it's not just about you. It's, all of us are, intertwined in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So that there's an interdependence. And because I'm here to be able to have this Zoom right now, I just was able to give somebody the strength to pull through. I was just able to give somebody the permission to say it's okay to move forward. It's okay to continue to live life. It's okay to continue to move in a manner where you're handling business. It's not that it's about neglect. It's about that you have to continue to move forward. You have to take care of yourself. You have to find the strength to keep handling business because life is not going to stop.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
So how do you motivate yourself when you get to those low points? Because we all, if everybody's honest, they have those low points. There's those times when you were expecting something to happen, it didn't happen the way you thought it was going to happen, or you didn't get paid what you thought you was going to get paid, or somebody broke your heart. We all got different scenarios. So within yourself, how do you get past those dark times?
This too shall pass. I look at my life and all of the things that I've been through, and here I am.
Amen.
Here I am, still filled with joy, still filled with peace, in spite of, because we all hear the saying, God wouldn't take you through it if you didn't have the strength. And I recognize that I was chosen for everything that I went through, because again, it's to show other individuals going through something that, you can make it through this, no matter what. So for me, it's all temporary. And whether it's a long temporary or a short temporary, it's temporary. And I keep that in my mind and in my heart, because as long as you're living, you're going to go through something. It's not, life isn't going to always be about rainbows and cupcakes.
Right.
That's right.
It's going to be a grind. It's going to be, dark days. And it's going to be a situation where you don't know that you'll ever see some type of, sunlight. But you will. You just have to know that and make sure you go within to find that answer, that information, because if you're going and looking on the outside of you, it's not going to be there. You may not find those individuals that you're looking for to comfort you. You may not find, that substance, that vice that can really take away your pain. I mean, things are going to numb you and it's all going to be temporary again. But, what I know for me, it's internal, and the internal is eternal. And that's my creator. And I know I'm going to get through it all no matter what, because I have a divine covering over me.
Right.
So I love that you decided. I want to switch to the indie side, because I'm thinking that, are you still with a label, or are you independent, or with your own label now? How
I'm independent and it's my own label. So this particular song is released through my independent label as well as my manager's label. So, and it hasn't been listed because we just released it, but it's Indelible and Tailor Made Entertainment.
So what are your thoughts about vinyl records, CDs, USB albums, and things of that nature? And album release parties and record stores and all that kind of stuff. What is your thought about that, as far as your old music and your new music?
I think it's all great and it all serves a purpose. The more things change, the more things stay the same. So even though we went from tangible to, tangible albums, CDs, and we went to quote unquote, I call it vaporware, digital assets. It's still something that at the end of the day, you get to own, so to speak. And you can share it with the masses in its different forms. And I think it's amazing to be able to still do things in a way where you can still have album release parties and you can still share your music with, and nowadays you can share it with the world on a whole nother level. And I think it's, I look at the world and I think it's great. Even though I'm a 70s baby because I'm 51. And I remember cassette tapes, and I remember being, recording music off the radio. You have to time it just right, before they, right after they stop talking and right before they start talking, So I just think I love living in this era right now, because I have, for those of us who are, seasoned, I have one foot in the analog era and one foot in the digital era. And I think it's amazing to have both experiences because I'm able to root myself in both.
Yeah. Well, at this season, we can actually get you into a record store and have a whole album release with your old and your new.
That's there.
In fact, the owner of DBS Sounds was like, talk to her about coming out here to the ATL. Come on now.
I will actually I think I'll be in ATL sometime in August, I believe. August or September. I'll be in the area.
So we'll keep in touch with your manager and get in touch with your the record store and see what we can make happen.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, but I know
you fan. I'm going crazy. Big fan. All right. I wanted to ask, is this for this song right here, I Overstand, is this a part of an EP or is it an album that you're releasing?
It's just a single. Well, I mean, like this particular song, my manager's creating a compilation album. Okay. So this is for his project.
Right.
I was just blessed, enough to be able, to have the first single off of the project.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to share my desktop because I want to go to your website. I love your website, by the way.
Thank you.
I did buy your music from your website because I believe it's a artist. Yes. So let me listen. It's unscripted, so don't be. Hey.
Not tripping.
But let me share my desktop.
Mm-hmm.
And can you see my desktop?
I can. Yes.
I love it. So I love the website. So what's this right here? I like this. So you have your own wine?
My own wine.
Let me click on it.
Yeah.
Let's click.
Tell us about the wine.
Let me click on that. Okay. So tell us about the wine.
So the wine is called Indelible, and it is a semi-sweet port style wine. It is my manager, of course, anything that I wish to have, jump off, management is going to make it happen like that. And so I wanted a wine because we were going to promote a song called Liquor. And I thought a wine would be great to promote the single Liquor. And the wine, Indelible Wine, came about. Like I said, it's a semi-sweet port style wine. It is a tawny, and a tawny means that it's been aged in barrels for 10 years or more. And it's actually been aged in French oak. So it has a nice little woodsy taste to it. Has a nice smooth kind of like bourbon finish. It's a sipper. It's for those who want to elevate, their wine sipping experience.
I love that, man. I love that. Hey, look,
yes.
Is it available different places? Can they order it online here, or how can they be able to purchase your wine?
So if you click on the button where it says order, you can purchase now. You can actually, it'll take you to the purchase site, and you can order it right then and there. You're gonna see, like, when you're gonna see the product shot, and it's 3 bottles in this product shot, but it's actually 1 bottle that you will get. And like it's an elevated price, and it's for people who can afford it. It ain't cheap, but neither am I.
I understand.
Right, yeah, but find out what it do.
Listen, I love your website. I really do. So I love the picture.
Thank you.
The whole color scheme. It's like it's almost like it's saying, listen, I'm a mature Adina, but I'm still Adina. I'm still
absolutely. I still have my roots. This is the thing I think people have to understand is what made you is important, but you have to remember to grow.
Right.
It's very important to allow yourself to mature in a whole lot of different ways, because if you stay the same, there's nothing special about you. And God did not create you to just stay who you are. Life is, with all the experiences that you go through during your journey, it is to mature you. It is to show you that you are more than you think you are, than you are. Because a lot of us are like, this is who I am and I ain't changing. That don't make no sense.
Well, let us
God put you on this earth to grow. Seasons change. So why would we not?
And let me play the sample of this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. Y'all gonna have to go to the website. Get your own copy.
I'll soon be gone. A little while longer. Your storm is almost over. I'm getting paid. In the rain that come when seasons change, it won't be like always. Just keep holding on, even when you're on it go.
Come on now. I listened to the whole song a couple times, so
that's such a great song.
Yeah.
It feels good. It's in a great place right there, and I know that this is going to be a great compilation what you guys are doing right here with this whole project right here. Do you have any performances that you got coming up and things like that, or videos going to come with this as well?
She about to click on it right there. Hit events.
This is what's up. Okay. Oh, she going to be in Georgia, August 10th. Okay.
Yeah, and I have some more that I need to add. So all of August, like every weekend in August, I'm going to be on the road. And so I have to put some more up there because I think we just got the 16th, and I believe the 16th is in Coney Island, New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all remember to go to her website, which is, like she said, AdinaHoward.com. Right. And then you'll be able to order some of her wine. I love wine. This is fire. I can't even wear heels like that no more, babe. I can't. I'm sorry. You missed them years.
Platforms.
But so go to her website, check out her music, buy her music, and just if you want to go back and look at some of her old stuff, you can come here, and she has some of her
and the single before I Overstand is called Keep Looking, so they can hear the song that was released in 2022. I think it was released in 2022.
Scroll up right from here. Scroll up.
It's not letting me go up no further.
The other song is on there too. Oh, Keep Looking is right there.
Oh, this is okay. Okay, so they can. Yeah. So y'all can play the music videos for Keep Looking. I kind of want to click it. Do you want me to click it?
You can do whatever you like, my dear.
Let's click it. Come on now.
Keep your eyes on me. Keep I know you like what you see. Big, bright body, tight face, dustin' we can see. Drip, blending all eyes on me. Sci-fi don't lie, daggers come with the swagger, never trip, 'cause they eyes on me. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, keep your eyes on me. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, yeah. I know you like what you feel. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, yeah. Keep your eyes on me. Yeah. Keep it, yeah. I know you like what you feel. They call it murder. Came to slay it, I know they hate it. That time of bank it, grabbing bags, stacking cash, basic bras, handling bag. Up this podcast, we'll make them move. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, yeah. Keep your eyes on me. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, what you see. When I step on the scene, got 'em checking for me. I know you like what you see, 'cause you're checking for me. I see you eyeballing me, yeah, you're checking for me. I got 'em side eyeing me, but they checking for me. I ain't me, they see it, can't be. They can't be. I feel like what they see, so they keep it, yeah. Keep it, yeah. Keep your eyes on me. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, yeah. Keep it, just sleep. Keep it, keep it, yeah. Keep your eyes on me.
Okay. Hey, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? Hey, Patricia and Ken, this is it. Look, we'd like to circle back around in about 6 months, and you can see where we've all evolved to. But I want to say thank you. Dina really needs to. We got another thing we got to jump into.
We can't keep the hostage no more, huh, Dina? We gotta let you go.
Appreciate you coming on with us here on Move Unscripted. And yeah, we're looking forward to more things that you guys got going on. And we're definitely going to have this on rotation. And we'll send this interview to you guys as well as you guys check it out.
We see you in August. We'll see you in August.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Made my night.
You made mine. Thank you so much for sharing time and space with me. I appreciate you.
All right. Thanks everybody.
On the scripted, y'all, and we are out of here.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody. Thank you,
Take care.
Everybody, take care. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was that.
That was the bomb.
It was good.
I was acting like a fan, wasn't I?
He really was. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, I was gonna
Listen.
His music is really good, and she got great songs. And go out there and go to her website, adinahoward.com, and go listen to that song for yourself, so you can feel it. Like she said, turn it up, listen to it, and you're gonna feel that. And it doesn't matter how young or how old, you're gonna feel what those words are saying to you, because we all have dealt with certain things. That's those things that we're going through, what you're gonna hear in those lyrics. That's going to pertain to you. It's not just from her.
Right.
So that's definitely dope. So
right.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm so glad. My hearts and prayers definitely go out to who she's at the hospital seeing, because they were sick. We were supposed to do this before, but it happened, so we had to wait. I'm glad we were able to come back. Yeah. And so I'm excited. I'm happy.
Guys, go to AMI TV on Roku. Go download that. Atlanta Music Industry TV. You'll see with the crown on there. You're gonna see this interview, and amongst a lot more things is coming up. You guys are gonna see. So definitely stick with us. All you independent artists and majors, come get something ready for you.
Yes, go to AtlantaMusicIndustry.com. Remember, it's MUZIC, AtlantaMusicIndustry.com. Definitely visit us on Facebook, join the group. You know, it's a private group. You got to stand out line to get in the club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we're enjoying. We're having fun, and as long as it continues to be fun, I'll enjoy doing it. I'm kind of like Adina, as long as I don't feel like a job, right?
Right.
Peace and love to y'all until our next interview.
Yeah.
On the Move Unscripted, y'all.
Right.
Bye bye.
Peace.